G'day, I'm Mark from Self-Sufficient Me, and here I am just picking a few vegetables out of the garden. These are all the main leafy greens that I'm going to use in this recipe. It's an easy recipe to do, it's one that the kids love, and I'll tell you why the kids like it. It's because they see the veggies growing in the backyard, that's one point, and the second thing is, it's a complete stir fry, which means it's harder for the kids to pick apart. You know, like a steak and veg meal, they can eat the steak and leave the veggies on the side of the plate, but they can't do that as easy with stir fries, and that's why I like to combine a lot of my meals, being a home dad, all together. At the end of the day, it's parenting to convince the kids that they should eat their greens, but if you mask the flavours a bit, you know, by mixing it up with some of the things they like, well then, it can help. So I've got some Jerusalem artichoke here, I picked some beans as you saw, some spring onion, a lemon, I'm only going to use half of that. So I've got some brown onions, garlic, and a whole ton of leafy greens. Some loin chops. And what I do is I fold up all those leafy greens into a nice ball, just squish them all together, and then finely slice them, because the idea is you want everything nice and fine so that you can easily stir fry it up. It doesn't take too long. Cut the rest of them up into nice 1/4 inch pieces or little cubes. And also the steak, you want them nicely sliced, sort of like you'd get at a Chinese takeaway. Now you don't need a wok or anything for this, I just heat up some butter in a pan, and then you add all those chopped vegetables, including the spring onions, but you don't add the leafy greens just yet. Saute these vegetables off until they just go a bit soft, then add the meat, and cook the meat through until it goes all brown. You can add a bit of salt and pepper to taste. I like to add a nice pinch of salt and a nice good hit of pepper. While that's going, get some egg noodles, and just enough for whatever your family's eating, and then just throw them in, because this doesn't take too long. And when that's all nice and brown, pile in it looks like a lot, but pile all those leafy greens in. And on top of that, just throw a dash of soya sauce. I use a sashimi one because it's a little lighter and it's quite nice tang, but it's also got a good sweetness about it. And then cut through with a good squeeze of fresh lemon. This gives a good vitamin C hit as well. Then just stir that through for about a minute. Do not overcook these greens. Basically, don't even hardly cook it at all. Just stir it through until they're all wilted. Now the way you prepare this is you just use the base of the noodles there, pretty self-explanatory, then throw the stir fry on top of that, and then pour the pan juices through, sharing that out evenly for as many bowls as you have, and those pan juices, they'll go right through the stir fry there and into those noodles, and it'll be just delightful. Now of course you can add chili, you can add ginger, you can go sick. But this is a really good, nice sort of recipe for kids and just for a standard family alone. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now. By the way, if you want to see the written ingredients of this recipe, go to my website, selfsufficientme.com. You'll see it in the recipe section. The link is on screen and also in the description below.